Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Kristi Dear, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. I am so happy to have you here. And today we're going to be talking about what happens when you don't manifest what you desire to manifest. What happens maybe when you set your intention and you feel like you're doing everything right. You feel like you're waking up, doing the Magic 5 morning mindset routine. You're visualizing. You're feeling into it, but not only do you not manifest what you really, really want, what you really desire, but you kind of take a step back. Well, that's what happened to me recently, and I'm going to share it with you. I want to share it with you because I want you to know the real me, everything that I go through. And just because I call myself the Mindset Chick, and I talk about mindset and I talk about manifesting, but all the wonderful things that have transpired and come to fruition over these years of my life by applying these mindset tips, tricks, techniques, and what's happened with, my clients and my team. There are some times still in life that maybe things don't work out exactly like you wanted them to, or that you wish them to or hope them to. I'm going to share with you what I learned through this and how this setback, I'm doing quotation marks, this setback actually taught me something so beautiful and so wonderful that I can now look at it with a totally different perspective. So I was really working on hitting a big goal with my business, and I felt like I had done everything right, doing the Magic 5 morning mindset, and I was visualizing, I was feeling into my goals. Now, I'm going to share with you, I don't feel like, looking back now, I don't feel like I was visualizing like I used to. I feel like I was doing a little bit more action, like kind of getting into the hustle bustle energy of it. This is all looking back at what transpired, but I found myself like getting caught up in the scroll hole, like I've talked to you guys about, getting on social media too much, not having that time to really sit down and visualize as much as I should. I wasn't really listening to my as if story as much as I used to. And if you're not sure what the as if story is, I talked about that in the beginning of my podcast, just recording a story as if your goals have already manifested. Like, I am so grateful and thankful that I just made this much money this month, that, I was able to help this many people. I'm so grateful and thankful I was able to sell my house and move into this house. Whatever your goals are that you're desiring, I'm so grateful and thankful that I was able to, have this new job or this new career. And you just listen to that on repeat. I wasn't listening to it as much. I was kind of getting caught up in what I like to say, like the worldly do's. The way that most people in the world do stuff. Like, hey, if you want to manifest something, if you want something to happen, you got to get to work. You got to hustle. You got to get your butt up. You got to message a lot of people. You got to show up online all the time, right? You got to work your butt off. You got to work to exhaustion. And so looking back now, I feel that I was kind of getting into that because maybe I was getting like a little comfortable with my mindset. Like, oh yeah. I'll do a little bit of that later. I don't have to do my visualization as long. Like, I'm feeling into it. It's fine. And I realized that I wasn't going to hit the goal that I really desired to manifest. And not only that, I was going to take a step back with my sales goals, with my monthly goals. It really ouch. Right? It was a big ouch. And I'm going to be honest, I had a pity party for a little bit. I thought, what in the world is going on? Because I had a little bit of blinders on at the time. Looking back, I see things differently now, but I had a little bit of blinders on, like, oh my gosh, what happened? What in the world happened? I don't understand. Like, I was desiring to manifest this. Why didn't it work out? Why didn't it work out? And once I was talking to my husband, well, not once, but I was talking to my husband about it, and which I love him, by the way, because he always kind of snaps me out of it, right? And he's like, Kristi, were you doing your visualization as much as you were before? And I said, no, I wasn't doing it as much. I kind of got out of the habit. This month was busy and this came up and that came up. And he's like, okay, but that's the most important thing. And I'm like, I know. And he's like, okay, but this setback isn't like, this doesn't make you who you are. You're not your setbacks. You're not this goal. You're not this income, right? All these things he was helping me to see. And for me to kind of step out of believing or thinking this was a setback, but looking at it more as a setup. And, I'm going to share with you like what I learned and what I did to, get out of it and then start hitting my goals again. I told him, I'm like, I'm really upset right now. And he's like, okay, but and I told him, I was like, I'm really upset right now. And I wanted to have my pity party for a little bit. And that's okay. I've shared about that on the Mindset Chick podcast. It's okay. The only thing is when you stay there, and then you get the momentum of what am I doing wrong? Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I can't make this money. Maybe I can't build a successful business. When you get the momentum train going on those thoughts, that's where it can be a problem because thoughts become things, right? What we've talked about. So had my pity party, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. But then I started asking myself these questions. Okay, Kristi, what did I learn? I took a step back and I just got quiet and I closed my eyes and I just said a little prayer. I said, God, what do I need to learn in this situation? Because everything in life is about learning and growing. I don't believe anything like that is a setback or a failure is meant to punish us, but it's a way for us to learn and grow, right? The only way that we can fail is if we quit, if we just give up. But we can look at it like, okay, what do I need to know in this situation? What do I need to learn? And also something else that I recognize and realize, me going through this, maybe God put me here going through this in my life so that I can inspire somebody else, so that I can show up on this podcast today and share it with you. Maybe there's something that you're desiring to manifest. Maybe there's something that you're going through where you feel like you really messed up, where you feel like you've made a mistake, where you feel like you've failed, where you feel like it's not working. And maybe, you listening to this and me sharing my story can support you. That's what it's all about, us being transparent and real with each other and not thinking that, oh, when I learn all of these techniques, my life is going to be perfect and I can just snap my fingers and everything's going to be perfect. No, it's knowing that life is full of ups and downs. There's contrast. There's going to be contrast. There's going to be things that come up in our life that we don't necessarily want, but it's learning how to work through that. It's learning how to have a strong mindset so that we can bounce back and move through it and look at it as a way to learn and grow. Look at it as a way to help others, to support others, to share what we're going through so that other people maybe can move past where they are, right? And so I started asking, what do I need to learn in this situation? And I got quiet, I closed my eyes, and it was just like this flood of thoughts coming to me, like this and this and this and this. And I saw where it was like, oh my gosh, I needed to recognize this, and I didn't recognize it on the past. So this happening in my life allowed me to see things from a different point of view and recognize a place in my life where I needed to learn and grow through. And really, was it really a setback or a setup? Now looking at it, it's like, oh my gosh, it was such a setup. Because sometimes we desire to manifest something. We're like, yes, I want to make this amount of money, or I want to have this business, or I want to have this relationship, but we're not energetically ready or mature to handle that. And so we need to go through these life lessons. We need to go through this journey so that we can come out of it stronger. We can come out of it with more soul growth. So we can come out of it being more energetically aligned and being able to handle what God's given us, right? I was able to ask those questions and really, really get some divine guidance and like, oh my gosh, this is what I need to learn. This is exciting. I try to turn it around like, okay, all right, this is exciting. Get a pen and paper, like write it down. This is what I need to learn. This is how maybe I could support other people. Maybe these are some of the action steps, that I need to do. And hey, maybe this is showing me, yeah, remember when, the visualization and the tapping and all those things that you talk about that are 98% of it comes from mental activity. 98% of your results come from your inner work. 98%, right? I know that. I talk about that. I know that. But, it's learning again, not to get caught up in what the world says. Do, go, burn yourself out, show up. And it's reminding myself 98% is the inner work, 2% action. So it's getting back into that pattern. It's getting back into that activity. And another thing, it also taught me I'm more than my goals. You're more than your goals. I'm more than, the income that I make. You're more than the income you can make. That's not who you are. Your worthiness is not dependent upon your success or a title or how many followers you have on social media, right? That doesn't give you any worthiness, right? I love to share these mindset practices with you to show you that you are worthy and deserving of unlimited love, joy, success, abundance, blessings, and miracles. But it's not that, the more that I manifest, the better I am. The more that I have in my life, the better I am. The more of a powerful manifester, whenever I set my intention, I just manifest stuff all the time, the better I am, the better person I am. No, it's showing that's not what this is about. It's about showing us that you can manifest what you set your mind to, but sometimes there's that contrast to allow us to learn and grow and know what we need to know at that point in our life so that we can develop the skills mentally to receive what we desire to manifest. So I want to encourage you, if there's something that maybe you've been working on and you feel like it's not coming to fruition, or maybe you feel like you've had a setback or made a mistake, to give yourself some grace, to give yourself some love. Get still and quiet, close your eyes, and just say a little prayer. Say it right now if you can. God, show me what it is that I need to learn in this situation. Support me to have the clarity and the knowledge of what I need to do in this situation and which path I need to take. Is this really in my best interest to manifest this? Is there something more that I need to learn? Is there something more that I need to do before I can have this in my life? Is there something that I need to let go of? Is there a thought? Is there a belief? Is there maybe somebody in my life that I need to let go of that's the naysayer that's telling me that I can't? Is there a habit that maybe I need to let go of before I can manifest this in my life? Trust your intuition, trust that divine guidance to give you the support and the answers that you need right now in your life. And just know that just because it hasn't happened right now, or maybe a lot of things have manifested already, but maybe that next level hasn't manifested yet, just to know it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean that it can't happen. Maybe there's something that you need to learn. Maybe there's some soul growth that needs to be done there. Maybe there's something you need to let go of in order to receive what you desire to manifest. So after my pity party, I decided, you know what? I'm going to get back up. I'm going to get back up level my mindset, let go of what I need to let go of, any thoughts, any beliefs, anything in my life. I'm going to show up with a different mindset. I'm going to show up trusting that everything is always working out for me. And I'm just going to work on the next goal. And I'm just going to put I'm going to do my best. That's the biggest thing. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to show up every day and do the best that I can. And I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. And everything is always working out for me. And by doing that, things already started shifting in my life. People and things started coming into my life to support me in my goals. I could just feel the energy around myself and around people around me change. It's a powerful thing. I just decided to look back on that situation and bless it. I poured God's love over it. I said, you know what? I bless you with God's rich love. It needed to happen. I'm going to bless it as good. I'm not going to look back and say that I messed up or I failed or I should have done this or I should have done that. I'm going to take what I need to take from that situation. I'm going to bless it with God's rich love and I'm going to move forward. I'm going to pour blessings all over it because everything's working out for me, just like everything's working out for you. Saying that mantra, you know what? Everything's always working out for me. So if everything's working out for me, this was meant to be. I'm going to bless this as good. I'm going to pour God's love over it. I'm going to move forward. The only time you fail is if you quit and get back up. New attitude, new day. Here I come. Who's with me? Whoop, whoop. I'm going to finish by reading you this story. There was a man who wanted to transcend his suffering, so he went to a Buddhist temple to find a master to help him. He went to the master and asked, "Master, if I meditate for 4 hours a day, how long will it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate for 4 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 10 years. Thinking he could do it better, the man then said, "Oh, master, what if I meditated for 8 hours a day? How long will it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 8 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 20 years. "But why will it take me longer if I meditate more?" the man asked. The master replied, "You are not here to sacrifice your joy or your life. You are here to live, to be happy and to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will only grow tired, miss the point, and you won't enjoy your life. Do your best. And perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy." And that's what I want to say to you. And that's what I said to myself. Do your best. Just do your best. Show up each day with amazing intention to do your best and be your best. Remember that, your success results are 98% inner work. And if you're not getting the success that you desire, maybe there's something you need to tweak inside, right? In your inner world, let go of, learn from, move past. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible for you. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy or deserving. It doesn't mean that you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, handsome enough, thin enough, any of that stuff. Maybe just something that you can let go of so that you can reach that desire. But just do your best. Give yourself grace. Love yourself. And you know what? Do me a favor right now. Just put your arms around yourself. Just give yourself a big old hug. You know what? Just say I freaking love you. I freaking love you. You know why? You showed up today. You woke up today. You're doing your best. You listened to this podcast today. You're intentionally taking action towards your goals. You're intentionally working on yourself. Just do your best. Love yourself. Give yourself grace. Do your best. And realize that a setback can be the biggest blessing and the best way to set yourself up for success so that you can reach that ultimate goal. And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.